Like, do you know the life expectancy of someone that's homeless?
You don't know the life expectancy.
It is between 40 to 50 years old.
Serious?
Yes, that's low, right?
Yeah. Post-traumatic stress syndrome?
Yeah.
Torture.
Torture?
Yes.
You were
In
tortured?
prison.
Like, were you literally tortured, or
Yes,
was it?
I was weighing 220 pounds, able to do 2,000 push-ups every other day. They took me from one holding cell to another, told me I was on observation, dropped me down, reduced. They took away my breakfast, they took away my lunch. Shit.
So you were saying that it was you and your siblings in a home, and she wanted the house stone quiet.
Sometimes she did. Stone quiet.
So you want a legacy.
Yes, a legacy.
Do you think, as people, do we care about a legacy as Black people, that we're big into legacies like we should be? Hey, this is Ask Pharmacist Tish in the beautiful city of Charlotte, North Carolina, and who do I have the pleasure of having again?
Mr. McLean, James.
Okay, how you doing, Mr. McLean? It's good to see you. I've seen you off and on for a while. So how have you been doing since the last interview?
Thinking about you.
Think about me, and what else?
Just stabilizing things.
Stabilizing. I see that you've been working, so that's great, right?
Yes.
But what's going on with your hands, though?
Oh, I just work.
Working. Okay, and what kind of work you doing now?
Construction.
Okay, so things are looking better for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
All right, so how you been dealing with all those hot summer months, though? I mean...
I don't know, I ain't had nobody assignment like you in a bikini or nothing, so I just...
Okay. Like, okay. I mean, but how has... I mean, because it seems like it's difficult because, you know, a lot of tempers been flaring.
Well, you learn to adapt.
Yeah, because of heat. But you're always so cool and under pressure, though, seem like.
It's come from experience, learning.
Oh, really? How old are you?
46.
Oh, okay. So you learned a lot in your 46 years?
Yes.
Okay. So what's been going on at the wall? Has I know like one of
The
the
wall has been off the chains.
the what now?
The wall.
Yeah. How so?
So, you know, yeah, it's violent. It's violent.
Yeah. I know one of the young ladies that passed, Chevy, has how y'all been dealing with? I mean, because she's been a staple part of the wall. You know, part of the community. And everyone loved and respected her. Unfortunately, I never had an opportunity to interview her, but I've always seen her and knew, you know, she would let everyone use her phone who didn't have phones to contact me and stuff like that. So, other people, you know, anyone else passed that we know of?
There was a gentleman a few months ago passed. You know, people come through, but
Yeah.
I mean, it just 1 minute it can be calm, next
Yeah.
minute it can be violent.
Yeah. Do you know the lifespan of someone that's homeless? What's the life expectancy?
It all depends whether or not they get off the streets or get entangled with drugs. Certain types of drugs with the wrong people.
Right.
You know, sometimes who you accompany yourself with can determine a lot of how far you get in life.
Right. And so how do you feel about that? Like, do you know the life expectancy of someone that's homeless?
You don't know the life expectancy.
It is between 40 to 50 years old.
Serious?
Yes, that's pretty low, right?
Yeah.
So a lot
Even
of
some like the big inner cities like Chicago or certain places, the
yeah,
average expectancy lifetime for a black male is before he's 21 years old.
yeah, that's
You know, some of the
crazy.
major cities.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, the life expectancy here is twice that amount. Then it's got to hit.
Yeah, I mean, but still, you know, this is the United States of America, the greatest country in the world, so we say, right? So we should be able to, you know, all distribute the wealth, but that's not really the case that's going
We
on.
have a lot of jealousy.
Yes, jealousy,
envy,
greed, envy.
coveting. Somebody may see you do something nice to get a blessing, and they try to aim to get what you have, and only want what you have, you know.
Yeah.
And that's not right.
So how have you been dealing mental health wise? Like, how you been doing?
Well, I take Abilify shots.
Mm-hmm.
I actually put myself on those. You know, severe depression, PTSD.
Yeah. So why do you have the PTSD though?
Post-traumatic stress syndrome.
Yeah.
Torture.
Torture?
Yes.
You were tortured?
In prison.
Really?
But,
How long you were in prison for?
Off and on. Been to county jail 25 times.
Really?
Prison 4 times, 2 times fed.
How's the longest stint you done?
Almost 3 years.
2 years? 3. So you haven't been there, so you just do little. What do you do? Because you're so low key though. I mean, you're always a gentleman.
Well, you know, you can be targeted. African American males, we're the true, what they call saviors, or the ones that are really looked at in the United States to make changes. Ever since Malcolm X,
Okay.
Martin Luther King, they're looking at African American males to make drastic and important changes that will affect this nation. So
Okay.
therefore, no matter what an African American male does, he's going to be talking for a certain period of time in his life to see his intelligence, his intellectual standards, to see what he's made of.
Uh huh. Right. So I
Now, I
mean,
went to college. I went to Walford College.
right. I know. And play football.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, as in you told me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I wasn't there though. You like, oh, you were there? And I know I wasn't there. So I mean, so how? So are you close to getting housing, or what's the status like?
Actually, my housing was approved.
Oh, really? Really?
I thank God to be alive. I thank God to be breathing. My housing is supposed to come through next month, so thank God for that.
Really? So let me ask you this. So how did you get to the point where you have housing now that you've been approved?
I stayed persistent.
I'm sorry?
I stayed persistent.
Okay.
I received SSA, Social Security, and based on my work history. I don't receive SSI, SSDI, or any other type of Social Security. So basically, my work history, I had like 20-something jobs before I was 30 years old.
Okay.
On paper. I'm saying, giving taxes. I don't work at golf course. Kentucky Fried Chicken. I've been a janitor. My God. I've been a business entrepreneur.
Right.
Businessman. So a lot of things. Sold candy.
Yeah.
Permit when I was a kid. Different jobs. I worked in the mill when I was a kid. You know, on. That walked parallel with me getting my housing.
Right. Okay. And so, how long did it take you to finally get approved? Like from the start to the end, how long did it take you to get approved?
Over a year.
Really? Wow. So let me ask you this. I know you had a difficult childhood. How do you think that affected you as an adult? Do you think it affected you? Had nothing to do with the difficulties you experienced as an adult, or?
Well, it weighs a part.
Yeah.
It's tragic on the mind, especially when you reflect back. And like now, somebody you may go around somebody older than you whose mother's alive. See, my mother's dead and gone.
Yeah.
Both grandmothers are dead and gone. I had 3 grandfathers, they're all dead and gone.
Yeah.
So my dad, he suffers from Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
I have 2 sisters. One of my sisters works for Bank of America. The other one, she works. She's in the Air Force, a sergeant in the Human Resources Department. She runs the Human Resources Department in the Air Force. So even though we came primarily from the ghetto hood, my grandfather, he lived in Charlotte.
Okay.
He worked in the oil refinery.
Okay.
So we had a little money, you know what I'm saying, on the backside. Back then, in the early 80s, my grandfather, the big screen televisions they have now?
Right.
My grandfather had one on every layer of the house.
Really?
When I walked in there, the appraisal hall, like, you a black man, how you got all this stuff? You know what I'm saying? My grandfather here in Charlotte.
Really?
He's dead with Mr. James Payne Sr.
Right. So you come from you're saying you came from a legacy of strong men. Okay. I knew, as you know, with your mom, you said she had some mental health issues. Yeah. And so I know it was hard growing up with that.
Oh, it was tremendously hard.
Right. What was the hardest moment to deal with that?
Educating her about how this world is. Because my mom dropped out of high school when she was in 8th grade.
Okay.
So when she had paranoid schizophrenia.
Right. Paranoid schizophrenia on top of it. Yeah.
So my pursuit when I was going to Walford to get a bachelor's degree was to actually help her.
Yeah.
And I studied psychology.
Right.
So I learned about different sides of the brain, the lobes of the brain, kinesthetic, cognitive development, just different things that could persist. But I had to live it firsthand.
Right.
So somebody was coming in and said, well, my mom has been in this with my boyfriend and my girlfriend. I can relate
Right.
to my experiences rather than somebody that just walks into a classroom and just learns the book knowledge.
Right. Because you had it firsthand.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, that's pretty profound that you said that. Like I studied therapeutics. I studied like the pharmacology of the antipsychotics but my point is one, like you're saying, it's one thing to study it, like you've done in college with psychology, but to actually live it.
Like situations like you walk in the house and she's got the bathroom door. You're like, Mom, close the bathroom door. She's like, no. She's psychotic. Seclusion rooms get to her. I mean, shit, it was totally quiet some days. She didn't want nobody to speak or say nothing in the house.
Right, you mentioned that. So your mom,
she would go off, she would hit you, she'd beat you.
So you were saying that it was you and your siblings in a home, and she wanted the house stone quiet.
Sometimes she did. Stone quiet.
Or otherwise, then there'll be some disciplinary action.
Always.
So you said you were tortured? You had PTSD because you were tortured?
Yes, in jail, prison.
Like, were you literally tortured, or was it?
I was weighing 220 pounds, able to do 2,000 push-ups every other day.
Uh-huh. Wow.
So many sets, reps of 50.
Uh-huh.
And the officer seen that, the white officer seen that in Butler, they tortured me. They took me from one holding cell to another, told me I was on observation, dropped me down, reduced, they took away my breakfast, they took away my lunch. Shit.
Hold on. So hold on, you were tortured by the people that worked at the prison.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you was talking about like from under inmates or something like that.
No, listen.
Hold on, so it's back up now. This is a different type of story.
Yeah, racism still exists. Prejudice
So
still exists in the hierarchy from middle class to upper. So no matter where you try to run from ideas of life, some people don't see that aspect of life because they've never been to prison.
right.
You know, you may hear fed is better. You know what I'm saying? The grass is green on the other side. It's not green. It's not green.
Okay,
And
so
I'm not homosexual. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight and straight sexual, so I got hell.
right,
And I didn't realize I was in this world because the churches don't teach it.
right. So you're saying that they would literally take advantage and torture you
Yeah.
because they could,
Damn right.
and you think it's because of
If you don't have constant funding coming in,
oh
if you don't
gosh,
have letters coming in from the outside. And like I said, I went to Walford College. So one of my stipulations of the court was don't contact Walford. And there's a particular head coach that he had a Mike Ayers show, Coach Mike Ayers.
okay,
And he was like, he said certain things. I don't know, but I went to court. I'm like, I haven't seen them in years. Why would they bring them up? So let me know that Walford had something to do with it too.
okay,
Like even now when I go on a database to try to retrieve my information, I can't find nothing on me when other athletes can go in there and find things about that.
okay,
You know, I blocked the punt against UAB. My
Yeah.
freshman year at Walford in 1994, that was on ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
I was on Mike Ayers show for plays of the week. I had 3 interceptions going into my junior year.
okay,
Yeah, and with the junior year you went to Walford College, the home booklet that was handed around,
Mm-hmm.
they had one whole page dedicated to me, so everybody that walked into the stadium would see the
wow,
time.
really. So you had like a glorious like time in college.
Thank God.
Wow.
My glory, his glory.
Wow, that's amazing. So what are your hopes and dreams now? Because you have your home coming up, so it's great. And I would love to come and see your home.
Always.
Uh-huh.
I'll fix you dinner,
Uh-huh.
breakfast.
But okay. But I'm just saying, just to see how everything's gotten better. We're not talking about for a date night or date morning or whatever we're trying to do here. But yeah, what are your hopes and dreams? Because you went through such a journey. You went through such a journey, Mr. McLean. And here you are, still strong, working, got your housing. What is your big goal you like to accomplish in life?
My legacy is to pass down things to my children and the next generation.
So you want a legacy.
Yeah, it's a legacy.
Wow, what does legacy mean to you?
Legacy means what you leave behind that will empower others.
Do you think as people, do we care about a legacy as black people, that we're big into legacies like we should be?
A lot of rappers do.
Uh-huh.
A lot of rappers.
Well, now, are they really leaving legacies?
Well, some of them are. Certain rap music can motivate you to do things and let you see another side of life
Yeah.
that you wouldn't think existed.
Yeah.
Not just listen to the beat, but the words.
Right.
That's me.
For example, who's your favorite rapper that is inspiring to you?
Well, this present age would be Kevin Gates.
Okay, Kevin Gates. Oh, Lord.
When I was in college, Tupac.
Yes, Tupac. Yeah, he is definitely the
kept you
original.
enemy conscious.
Yes, he does. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. All right, well, I appreciate it. I'm so excited, and I would love to come and check out your new place.
God will, you'll be the first on the list.
All right, you take care. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.